Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys. It's your girl, the Real True Divine Feminine here, and I come with a quick little message for you guys. And my message to you guys is when God calls you to do something, um, when you don't do it, eventually God get tired. Listen, they say that God doesn't get tired, but he does get tired because if you go read about Pharaoh, God called Pharaoh to humble himself and acknowledge that God is his authority. But Pharaoh chose to harden his own heart against God. That was in 1 Samuel chapter 6, verse 6. In Exodus, um, in Exodus 9 and 2, and the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. So God gave him 7 times. He went to him several times and said, Pharaoh, humble thyself before the Lord. Humble thyself before the Lord. 7 times he went. After the 7th time, God hardened Pharaoh's heart himself. Okay? How many times have God told you to go make a situation right with someone before God completely cuts you off from that person and say, listen, your contract is non and void, your friendship is non and void, this relationship is non and void, everything is over with, it's done, you can't get this person back, I'm sending somebody else to this person, you can't get this job back, you can't get this home back, you can't get this relationship back, you can't get this friendship back, you can't get this situationship back, you can't get any of this back, because I have told you, I have warned you many a times to go and make things right. Go apologize. Go do what you need to do as a man, a woman, a sister, a auntie, a brother, a cousin, a pastor, a preacher, whatever it may be. I have given you multiple times to go and do what you need to do, and you harden your heart towards God by not accepting what he has told you to do. So you felt like you knew what was best to do in your own life than what he said to do. So then God, when he hardened, you harden your heart towards the word of God. So God harden your heart towards him, period. Y'all got to start studying and reading your word to see these things. When God tell you to move, you have to move. When God tell you to go and do something, go do it. You might not want to do it, but you have to be humble enough to know that God is in the power. He's in the control of everything. So the one who whispers in my ear in the morning to wake me up, I'm going to get up and I'm going to be submissive to him. I'm going to listen to what he says do and how I should do it, instead of thinking that I'm grown, even though I am grown, and that I know what's best for me when I don't know what's best for me. This is somebody who formed me in my mother's womb. This is someone who knows the hairs on my head when I don't even know the numbers of hairs on my head. This is someone who knows what I'm going to go through before I even go through it. So why wouldn't I trust him if he tell me, humble yourself, Bree. Go make this right. Go spin the block back on this one and make this right. Accept this one back in from what they did. If that's what he's telling me to do, I'm going to be humble enough to do it. Some of you guys running around here, you're not humble enough. You're very arrogant. You feel like you know. You feel like because you got a little bit of change, you got this money, you got this status, you feel like you look down on people because you might have a couple hundred racks in your account, because you might drive a Bentley, because you might drive a Mercedes, because you have a foreign vehicle, because you might have this $100,000 house, because you might have this $1.5 million house. You look down on people. You try to judge people. You're not humble enough. So when God humbles you, you see, because God humbles people for trying to think that they're better than his people. You know, some of God's people here on earth may